Governor Kemp and First Lady Marty Kemp and their team of folks with us tonight. We have enjoyed a wonderful session because of the governor's leadership this past session. It's probably the most engaged that I've seen him in the 3 years that I've been lieutenant governor, and it's probably the most productive Senate we've had because of that. So for that and his leadership, I'm greatly appreciative of that. He has led the last 7 years. He's been a steady leader for this state. He's been a steady leader for the citizens of our state and communities, and he's been one that he's backed up all his campaign promises. He said he was going to lower taxes. He said he was going to be tough as far as with the law and order, and he said he was going to be for school choice, for religious freedoms, and he's literally, I think, checked every box that he said he was going to do way back in 2018. So it's been a pleasure once again, Governor, working with you this year, and look forward to this next session that's coming up. It'll be here before you know it. I hope it's not as long as this one, though, Governor. But it is with great pleasure that I introduce the 83rd Governor of the state of Georgia, Mr. Governor Brian P. Kemp.
Thank y'all very much. Thank y'all so much. Thank y'all very much. Thank you, Lieutenant Governor Jones. I know some people may have the opinion that I was too engaged this session. I am honored to be back in the Senate with you and some great leaders, President Pro Tem Kennedy, Leader Gooch, Minority Leader Jones, the rest of the members of the Georgia State Senate. Thank you all for your leadership and hard work. Honored to have the best First Lady in the country, Marty Kemp, and one of the first daughters, Amy Porter, with us tonight. Thank y'all. You're very, very kind. Thank you very much. And we're thankful that you have yet again, as the Lieutenant Governor mentioned, delivered on another historic session for the people of our state. You know, if you think back just 81 days since you gavelled in, you have secured another one-time tax refund for Georgia families fighting through the high prices that they have experienced over the last 4 years. Passed a second tax cut acceleration, which will further help hardworking Georgians and job creators and save them at least another $725 million each year. And I know we're all very proud of the much-needed relief that we are sending the victims of Hurricane Helene. We have supported legislation to strengthen our workforce, and not only to keep us the #1 state for business, but make us the top state for talent. And together, we have achieved something that no other General Assembly has done in over a generation, and that is pass meaningful tort reform. Now, I know that fight was hard. Those debates were fierce. But I believe at the end of the day, we have a common sense, comprehensive piece of legislation that keeps our state moving in the right direction. And while tort reform may have been controversial, some people for it, others against it, one thing we can all agree is that we didn't want to have a special session. I also want to thank you for your work on getting the FY 2026 budget passed. Chairman Tillery, thank you for your leadership. I know it was not an easy year, and we appreciate you and the subcommittee chairs and the Senate's work on the budget. Included in that budget are strategic investments that make our state stronger and further develop our infrastructure. And through these investments, the state is doing all we can to keep people working all across our state, no matter their zip code. And while we're also returning tax dollars where they belong, in our people's pocket. Other states out there are raising taxes on their citizens just to make ends meet. California, New York, and Maryland. But not here in Georgia. Here in the best state for business, we budget conservatively. That's why we're able to make historic investments without increasing debt, and we're able to do a third tax rebate and cutting taxes while we're at it. Thankfully, like much years in the past and throughout my second term, the partnership and thoughtful coordination between the Senate, the House, and my office has benefited the people of our state and put Georgia on a path to prosperity and opportunity. My hope is that we continue that successful streak, which has benefited hardworking Georgians most of all. As this seventh session during my time in office draws to a close, I want to thank you all for your contributions and your hard work. Marty and the girls and I are grateful for your service to our fellow Georgians. Thank you all. Good luck the rest of the night, and God bless you for what you do. Have a good evening.